midfield. Huge crease, untouched, 10, 5, touchdown!
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to a 10-5 Touchdown Tigers talk show hosted by your man right here, Julio Hennessy. Happy hump day, everybody. Hope you're getting through your week, man. Hope the week's been great. We almost done. Get ready for a weekend. And y'all know we've been going through. It's been hot. It's been cold. It's been cold. It's been colder. Now it's starting to warm up, and it might get cold again. We don't know what's going on. That's the North Carolina weather for you. We experienced a lot of times all 4 seasons in one day in North Carolina. That's the most all I can say about North Carolina weather, man. When it gets around this time of year, you might wake up in the wintertime. By lunchtime in spring, then it's back. Then by like right midday is summer, and then we're back to fall before you go to bed. So that is the North Carolina weather, man, for us, man. It's crazy out here. Now you know what's going on, man. Anything you want to know, you want to find out, all you got to do is go right there to the website at CarolinaTigersFootball.org. You can find everything on being a partner, a sponsor, a player, a volunteer. Also find out all the great things we do outside of football with our programs, from the kids den to the teen zone. The Cubs den, teen zone, also helping out with mental health, domestic violence, and just being there for you in these times, man. This Tigers team, I'm about to say Panthers, y'all. The Carolina Tigers does so much outside the field and off the field that they really are a community-based organization. And we thrive on the community. We thrive on being able to help each other and pick up each other. And that's what the Tigers really pride themselves on. Now, we're always still looking for great nominations for our Her Locker Room that spotlights an awesome woman in anything in sports, life, anything. If she is doing great things, you want to say, hey, I want y'all to interview this lady right here. Hit us up at Her Locker Room at CarolinaTigersFootball.org and nominate the person for the Her Locker Room. Now, one thing we haven't had yet, we're looking for a fan. Looking for a top fan to sit there and say, I'm a number 1 fan of Tigers, and I need y'all to talk to me. If you know a Tiger fan, or you are a Tiger fan, and you want to come on talk show, email us at talkshowlive@CarolinaTigersFootball.org. And you might just be on here with me and Cam, and we're going to find out what makes you the top fan of the Tigers. Now, I want to let us right here now. We do not own any rights to videos that we feature on this show. All copyrights remain with the respective owners, and content is used solely for entertainment or educational purposes. And we do not mean any infringement is intended. We got to say that because sometimes they be trying to trip on us, y'all. They be trying to trip. Now, I'm about to bring up my close, great co-host right now, and y'all know who it is, and we're going to talk to him. What is going on, my brother?
Hey, guys. Hey, Julio. Hey, guys. Hey, Tiger fans. How you doing, Julio? How you doing today?
Hey, I'm great, bro. I can't complain, man. I'm making it through one day at a time. We back for another Wednesday, back from another night with 10-5 Touchdown Tigers, man. I'm excited to be here, bro.
Oh, yes, sir. I had to ask you, though, you seen some of that Olympics that happened over the course of the past couple days? You seen some of that?
So I got to be careful on how I say this because we have so many ears and eyes that carefully watch me and make sure I censor myself in the appropriate ways. But you don't know that a lot of us minorities do not do well in cold temperate environments. So therefore, I really need some good representation to watch a lot of these Olympics, but I do watch it. I did catch today. I caught something that was very interesting. It's like it's so they're on skis, and they go down this little bumpy part. They got all these bumps in it, and then they hit a ramp and do a trick, and they hit some more bumps, and they do another ramp and hit another trick, and then they got some more bumps, and then that's the race. And it's like it's not a race for time. It's like trying to see how good your knees is gonna be a shock absorber.
Hey, that's a good competition than any, as I'd say, right?
I mean, listen, they 20 years old doing this stuff. When they get 40, them niggas gonna say, "You remember that time up in Italy when we want to go down that hill, doing all them speed bumps?" This is why I'm giving you this right now. So I watched that. I heard it was the actual Jamaican bobsled team. I didn't know if that was real or not. I'm trying to catch that in action. I don't know, Cam.
I had heard of it. I don't know how well they did, but I had at least heard of it, right? I had, because like you said, sometimes, certain people are more acclimated to certain weathers, okay? So, look, it's a reality. There's nothing you can really do about it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. No. I did see another one interesting to me, Cam. I guess it's like how in the summertime we have the the triathlon or whatever athlon
yes.
or all the whatever, and they do all this stuff. Well, the one that interesting to me is they ski for like miles and miles and miles. Then they come into this little area and they grab a little gun, little BB gun, and then they shoot the targets, and then they ski some more for longer periods of time. Then they come to another gun and they shoot some more. I'm lost. Y'all might have to educate me. I need if you watching Tiger Family, to all our returning viewers and new viewers, can somebody help Julio understand what he is missing in this Winter Olympics? Because I'm lost. I'm
lost.
Lost.
I think we should celebrate all the various kinds of skills we have, even though I'm not entirely sure of. I saw that triathlon too. And I was, and I had the question in my mind, like, why are we skiing uphill? That one it wasn't really like connecting to me at least. But I was like, that's a skill to be able to trudge your skis up the hill and then go down again. But hey, I think that's a skill that we should celebrate.
Now, I'm trying to keep up with the hockey, though. Hockey, I think between USA hockey, and there's a couple between USA, Canada, I think is it Russia or some other country. They got some pretty good hockey teams, and so I really tried to watch some hockey. Figure skating is one. We get one young lady. Here's a Black history. I forgot her name, but back in the 80s, a young African American ice skater was penalized and also given a ban because she performed a backflip. And she landed it though. Should have won. But it was an illegal move and she was disqualified.
Really?
This year, a young lady did a backflip, landed it, and they made this move legal.
After all this time, they made this one legal?
Now it's legal. In 2026, the backflip was made legal because I think she did it and landed on one skate. The same exact thing happened, I think, in the 1988 Olympics. If I got the year right, I cannot get the name of the sister that did it, but she broke through with that most amazing move and did not get credit for it because it was deemed illegal at the time. But this year, that move was considered to be okay, and it happened. And I think the young lady got some good high scores off that. I don't know if she won. But yeah, that is a change in the guard.
Yeah, a change in times, that's for sure. And
yeah.
But I at least for me, I only got to see a little bit of that stuff too. I saw the U.S. No, it wasn't the U.S. It was the Canada versus it was like Sweden game for hockey. That was pretty interesting. I'm a little sad. I believe Canada lost that game. You'd think that the Canadians would be like the gods of hockey, but I guess there are nations farther north than them. So maybe it's just a geographic thing. Like
the Scandinavians be playing some
yeah,
ice
like
hockey, boys.
yeah. I mean, look, when your day ends at like 4:00 and
Yeah.
you get off, what are you gonna do? It's
Yeah.
like cold and it's ice. You're like, I don't know. I guess we'll play more hockey, right? Like that.
I got a question,
Mm.
Cam. What relevance does Snoop Dogg have to the Winter Olympics?
Look, the thing that I think is he not the coldest dog around? Is that not his relevance? Like, that's what I'm thinking. Am I wrong? Like, that's a pretty cold dog.
I'm scared to share what I'm thinking. I'm scared to share what I'm thinking. Because people are gonna be like, Julio needs to be censored. Y'all need to talk to him. I feel like, when it came to views, okay, and people watching this, what better ambassador to get more eyes than ever on the Winter Olympics is by having Snoop Doggy. And he an old dog. Like in dog years, I think he needs to stay out the cold. His bones gonna get frozen. If Snoop Dogg find his bone out here in the Winter Olympics is what the question means. Well, that's just me. I'm not gonna dwell too much on that. I'm gonna let that ride. But yeah, the Winter Olympics, Julio is not really watching.
Well, why don't we switch up? It's a little early for it, I guess, but it's all right. Why don't we switch to the other event that happened, the Super Bowl? What do you think, Julio? What do you think on your end?
You trying to get politics involved now there, Cam? It was so the game itself was boring.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
I did win my pick though. You went with the Patriots, and I told you. I told you shouldn't do that, but you was like, I gotta be them. I gotta be against the green.
Can you admit that if they did win, it would have been way more entertaining?
Listen,
can you admit that? It would have been, wouldn't it? It would have been.
When the dude who didn't streak got more rushing yards than the team that was actually playing in the Super Bowl. Come on, bro. The dude that ran on field had more rushing yards than the Patriots did the whole game.
Well, look, we can't have them all. Okay, like listen, we can't win every Super Bowl. They're not all the craziest things in the world, right? Well, how about if the game is boring? How about this? What do you think about the commercials?
Play commercials. I think that's some of the best part of Super Bowl is seeing these crazy commercials. People spend billions of dollars to get on these Super Bowl, hundreds of millions, $1 billion to get on a commercial. But let's talk about the real reason behind the Super Bowl. Did you watch the Kid Rock halftime show, or did you watch the?
I had I remember I came down. I was doing it at the time, and I came down. And I was in the middle of it. I was getting it, and then my mom was like, "Hey, Cam, you know who Bad Bunny is?" I'm like, "Who?" And that was kind of my experience with the halftime. I was like, is she talking about like a product, or is this like a what kind of websites is my mom? I'm like, what are we talking about here, right?
Well, honestly, being that I'm half Hispanic myself, I have to sit there and say I think his performance really did give a lot of light, a lot of homage to the Hispanic community that actually is within America. Whether some people want to say, oh, they're not here legally or they're here legally, I think it was a great representation of everything he went through, the sugar fields, the cane fields, the bodegas, everything from Cuban to Puerto Rican, Dominican, Colombian. Everybody had representation on that platform, and he sung it in Spanish. And I tell you what, people get mad. I don't understand Spanish, but you still go buy tacos. You understand how to order arroz con pollo when you at the let me get some of that guacamole. Y'all listen to me. Don't get mad. The man spoke in his native tongue, and don't get mad about that. So
that was my thing, right? Where I was like, why are we look? why are we getting that and him singing in Spanish? That was kind of like my thing mostly because they're like, well, why is there no subtitles or whatever? I'm like, I kind of get it, okay, but let's be real. Part of it was to make a point. Part of it was to make a point. That was
America
part,
need
that was
Rosetta
part of
Stone. The point
Yes.
was America need Rosetta Stone or Duolingo.
Look, and listen.
Bruh,
How many people do you know that speak two languages? Okay, how many people do you? That's a different question altogether, right? How many people do you know that know six different language, right? Like, and again, listen, bro. We're gonna complain about Spanish, but let's be real, okay?
yeah.
When we talk on this show, and I'm talking to my friends, sometimes you're gonna need a dictionary for some of the stuff that us black folk be saying. Okay, we got our own language.
We got our own
right?
language. Yeah, ebonics and slang is totally two different things.
Mm-hmm. So, like, why are we complaining about this too now? Like,
right.
come on now.
Right. Man, so besides that, y'all, we just big cameras on here. We had a planned guest. The guest has not shown up yet. We're still, but we ain't gonna just sit there and talk your heads off about nothing. But we had to get some of our points across. I'm looking forward to this season, though. Quickly before I go into the halftime, I want to say looking forward to the season. Looking forward to the Tigers position themselves for another playoff run and potentially going to the championship game this year. From what I have seen, we just had the signing day this past weekend. Was you there for that, Cam? How did that go?
Yeah, I was there for that. It was a great signing. I had a bunch of fun. Like, so this is the first one I've been to. Because I just joined this year, and it was really quite the experience. Right? We went to.
She's not in the waiting room. I don't know what link that was shared. She's not in the waiting room. I cannot leave the live. It was in the link I sent was in our most recent group chat today. I reshared that one. There's nobody in the waiting room at all. It's just me and Cameron in this one. I don't know if she's on a different link. That's not for this show. So, what we're gonna do is take a quick moment here. You take over. Give me a second. All right.
Okay. Yeah. So, like I was saying, the signing day was really quite something. I had a lot of fun there. We went to a local bar. Name right now is escaping right now. I'm not one to go to this. I'm not going to usually drink that much, but it was a great time. I remember the Tigers kind of like their own little section of the bar there in the back, and we had like a whole booth set up to be able to take pictures of the signing. Right, I was not entirely familiar with what we'd be doing there, but it was a great time because everyone got to line up and sort of sign the different the papers there for it, and I was there, of course, doing as I always do, taking pictures and videos and stuff like that. So I have quite a dearth of different footage and things like that. Should have probably put that actually today. I should have went ahead and showed some of that.
That's cool. That's cool. But while we get this waiting room situation knocked out, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to quick halftime, and that should give us time to get things locked out, and then come back from halftime. Hopefully, our esteemed guests will be here, and we get that part rolling. All right. So we about to do the halftime. You know what halftime is giving shout out to all our sponsors and partners of the great organization, the Carolina Tigers, and we have it right here, man. Sadler Insurance, Sports and Recreation Insurance. It's kind of like Aflac. If you get injured doing what you love, man, holler at Sally to get you the money to take care of your bills while you're recovering. Also, Carolina Vision is also a member of this great organization. If you want to get good vision, holler at Carolina Vision, and they get something at you today. TB Stokes, Farming Company, man, they are also a proud player partner as well with them, and you will see their flyers, their banners up at all home games. Stockton Construction is also a player partner. You will see them up on there at the home games. Also, Second and Main is a great, proud sponsor, a partner with us down in Lexington, North Carolina. After the games, go out there and get you a little bit of libations and let them know you're at the game. Show a ticket, you get 10% off of your total bill. Savage D1. Savage D1 is the one that made the awesome uniforms for the wonderful Tigers, man. Look good out there. You look good, you play good, and you feel good, and you whoop some tail. If you want to be a Savage, holler at Savage D1 today. Also, Review Media. Review Media. If you want to get a different view on how you do, holler at Review Media, and they should get you looked at in a whole different platform today. Holler at Review Media. Also, Catch the Funny is the funny behind the money, baby. If you ain't laughing, you're not living. And so we out here doing our thing. Also, Operation First Response is our newest partner out here, man. We're doing great things of honor and give thanks to our wounded first responders and throughout the community. So thank you very much to all our partner sponsors and the Carolina Tigers. You know, y'all is out here today. Well, we do have our esteemed guest in the building. I'm about to bring her up right now. And here we go. Hold on one second. Let me take this down. Take it down, down, down. Oh, I'm not good at singing. Let me stop. Yeah. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Here we go. What's going on? How you doing? How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing great. Doing great.
Hey, Rook. Hey, hey.
Hey, hey, yo, yo. Yo, yo, hey, hey.
Actually, we're going to have this audience interview with you. Thank you for joining tonight. A little bit of feedback on this mic. I don't know which one, but we're going to continue to push through that. I'm going to mute my mic with Cam. You take over, and you rock and roll, brother.
Oh, yeah. So I remember I got to talk to you before as well, Rook. I believe we got to talk at the parade, the Winston Parade.
Oh, yeah, that really cold parade. Yep.
I tell you, God, it was pretty rough. But, yeah, but I have some more for you on the show this time around. So why not go and start this? This is your second season with the Tigers, right, Rook?
Yes, it is. It is. Second season.
So what does it mean for you to be back in year 2?
It means I get to start from the beginning. Because I jumped on last year, like in the middle of March, right before. Actually, the first thing I saw was they already had a scrimmage. I remember the day before, I called and spoke to Lady C. She was like, "Hey, you can come out tomorrow." And I went to their first scrimmage. And I met the team, and then actually went out that night. They had like a little social outing. I went there, and I didn't feel quite yet, but I knew I wanted to play, you know. So for me, it means I get to start from the beginning and get to be a part of setting the culture, being a part of setting the standard, a standard, you know, and just really vibe and connect with my teammates.
Yeah. I think it's really important to have that like new mindset, especially when you're coming into it again, right? And being able to really improve on what you start. So last season, you were the final player to join the team. So what made you take that leap last season?
Well, I had wanted to play football before, back in my college years. It was a team, it was somebody's car that I was walking back to my dorm, Carolina Cardinals. I don't know if anybody know about them, but I was like, man, that's women tackling football, you know, because I always been athletic. I always, you know, play sports and stuff, some various sports through middle and a little bit in high school. But I didn't jump on that boat yet. And, you know, years go by. Year before last, I was looking at another team considering, but at the time, I had a lot of stuff going on personally. I'm like, it's probably not the right time. So it was a health thing for me, because I know that team sports is always a good motivator for me to get, you know, help me with getting healthy and, you know, workout regimens, if you want to, you know, say, because there was a time when I lived in Wilmington, I was away and I had joined, was a Black-owned boxing ring called Cape Fear Boxing. Shout out to Coach Rashad in Wilmington, North Carolina. And I was like doing team community type activities is what it's motivated for me. So I looked around for and came across the Carolina Tigers, and it was just something about it. I'm like, I like that logo. That's cool, you know. And so I said,
it's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah,
that's pretty cool, and that's what did it, you know. And I wanted to be a part of something. I think I was yearning for something in my life at the time, connection, because I'm in a sorority, and so I'm used to, you know, being needed that sisterhood belongingness, you know, but it was time for something new in my life, and I think that was the main thing. And I was on a weight loss journey, and I wanted to play football and challenge myself as well, and it did. And
Yeah,
it's
you know,
all,
I actually heard about that too. By the way, that you lost over 50 pounds since with the
Mhm.
Tigers. Is that true?
Yes, I have. Actually, with the working out and doing some other stuff on the side, food and what I'm eating and stuff like that. I've lost about over 50 pounds since I started with the
Wow.
Tigers, and my last check was I'm like 1 point from. I believe I'm under it now, but at the time I was 1 point from the level
Hmm.
diabetic diabetes, and I've been fighting that thing off for years. I mean, until it finally grabbed me, like, gotcha, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Hmm.
And but I mean, it's great. It's great, and I feel better, um, mentally and emotionally. I feel a lot better before that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that it's a hard journey. It's
It
hard to
is.
it's hard to get there. I can only imagine how much it's been for you to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And I want to move into another question though. What was the hardest moment you've had with the Tigers? Especially like last season, and what got you through that? You know.
So one of the hardest moments, not only was I, desiring to lose weight, what moving, and you got the equipment on, you got the helmet on, and
Hmm.
moving and dealing with the mental part of it, of where I used to be. Like I said, I was playing sports back in the day, so like running. I mean, I used to do races. I used to be that one, and we wanted to be in the race and
Hmm.
go get somebody else. But one of the hardest things for me, some of the returning players would know that after I said it to, was my knees. And like I like I arthritis, whatever,
Hmm.
and probably a little bit of more weight because they don't hurt as bad like it was. Man, I go playing on a scale of 1 to 10. I'll be in a game. Every game I was like on a, what the young people say, a 6, 7. I was like on a 6, 7.
You had to get that in there. All right, you had to
Yeah,
sneak that one
I was
in.
I was like a 6, in pain. Like I always played achy, and that was challenging. It was mental, and I think going through that pain and still knowing I'm going to be hurting more after this, but still doing it. That was a lot, and that really changed. That was something for me, and it built my self esteem up as well.
Mhm.
With those and my confidence in myself. So.
I think especially when it comes to self confidence, especially in a sport like
Mhm,
this, it's such a huge thing, right? I mean, even
mhm,
just in general life, right? Being able to be confident in yourself, it's really big, right? And
mhm.
alongside of that, I'm really curious, because for me, whenever I do these kind of team sports, I feel like there's a strong moment of like, I belong here, right? Like you feel that moment. When was that moment for you? When did you have that moment? With the Tigers.
Ooh, when did I have that moment where I felt like I belonged?
Hmm.
So when we played Virginia, it's two parts. When we played Virginia, that was the game that I woke up like in a sense. And I know Coach probably have another game, and I'm gonna speak on it. But for me, that was a game where my physicalness, like I'm out here getting knocked over. I'm out here, to I woke up with, oh, I can pull
Hmm.
her off, and I can slam her down. And that's kind of where that part woke up for me. But that belong here part, it took till the Detroit game, the away game, not the
Mm-hmm.
first one, because they came to us first and we won that game. But when we went to them, this was, I think, the game before the last. That's where I felt the most that I belong.
Hmm.
That's where I know because I woke up, I wasn't quiet anymore on the field because we making plays or stopping plays, and we just get back in our line spot, like not, just amping up and just making noise, like, come on, we got this. Like that's where I felt like I belong and this is where I'm supposed to be. And I feel like a part of that was because for that game and a lot of my teammates at the time, whatever their personal reasons was, we only went down with like 14, 15 players.
Hmm.
And 11 on the field at a time, so that means majority of our team, my teammates played the whole time, and it was like, I know I will come off the field because I'm on defense, but me and maybe two other players or one other player or whatnot, and I'm like, man, my son don't play. They doing offense, they doing defense. So now when I go out there on that D line, I got to go hard.
Mm-hmm.
Because my girls out here playing the whole time. At least I come off the field for those plays of offense. But when I get back, I gotta I gotta go hard.
Right.
And that's where I felt like I knew I had that's how I felt like I belong, because I have to do this, and took ownership of my position. The Detroit game, and it took that game to really for it to come out, because it was like in your face, if that makes sense. Because like, man, she ain't come out yet. She's playing the whole time. She playing up, and it was interesting, and that took ownership of the role. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and that was definitely probably a great moment. But I believe this is now. I'm gonna pass it over to Julio now.
All right.
For the rest of the interview. It was great talking to you again, Rook. I had a fun time talking to you before the last couple parades we did. We were kind of chilling there together, literally.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to talking to you some more and see you on the field too.
All right, bro. Thank you. Take care.
Yep. See you guys next week.
All right. Now, Tiff, man, I want to ask a couple questions myself.
All right.
I heard you talking about that time when you feel like it finally came to you. So, what is your mindset as a defensive lineman coming to this year, especially when you're ready to get lined up across the offensive? What is your mindset?
My mindset, lined up across the offense, is I know this football is supposed to be aggressive, kill, be strong, be powerful, be relentless, and be quick, be fast, and know what I'm doing. Know my gaps. Know that, keep my feet moving, but my feet supposed to be moving forward, not moving in place. Because there's one part, early, I think probably my first or second game, you gotta move your feet, but I was just holding the person running in place. Right. Like, no, it means, go forward. And so that's what I think about when I'm in front of the offense. Like, you're not gonna stop me. I'm gonna get through.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
One of the questions I have to ask you, you actually said just a minute ago. So what does fast, physical, and relentless mean to you personally?
It means be courageous. Be fast and be quick off the ball. Watch the ball. Don't worry about that cadence. Whatever they saying doesn't matter. Of course, you kind of catch on and try to remember some things to say, that catch on whatever plays that they're doing, but to watch that ball and move with a purpose.
Okay.
What do you say? Fast and what else?
It was fast, physical, and relentless.
Physical, being strong and powerful, hands on, and aggressive. And it when you never played football before, such as myself until last season, it makes sense now. Like, you got to be aggressive, and it brings out a different animal in you. You know what I'm saying? And for us, the Tigers. So relentless, no questions asked. I'm going to make it happen. If I can't, I'm going to make sure my teammate can make it happen. If I got to cause a pile up, because it's not about me getting to play. Yeah, I want to play. I want to sack, of course. I want to get you. But if I can't make that happen, I'm going to make it for my teammate to make it happen. So relentless, go for the goal, no matter what.
Okay, I like that. D lineman, we definitely can clog the lane and make room for linebackers to make the plays. It says more of a defensive team unit, and sometimes you get the shine, but down in the trenches, it's all about creating opportunities for the rest of your players that's flowing free behind you. So you keeping them locked in where they can't touch the linebacker. Your job has been done. So continue with that. You're team captain, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Being a captain, what is that? What does leadership look like for you being a team captain?
Team captain to me, what it looks like is helping to set a standard, helping the team to see the vision, of what teammates, to see the vision of what the team is trying to do. Being a example, and that means, showing up to practice. If I'm saying, hey y'all, let's encourage each other, I need to be doing that. Putting my money where my mouth is. I'm not going to be saying something or doing something, telling my teammate that I'm responsible for to do something that I'm not going to do, and keeping other people encouraged and cutting out the negative. If you hearing or seeing somebody being negative, now, don't get me wrong, we have moments where you feel down, and I saw some of the moments yesterday with some of my teammates, and speaking to them like, nah, I get it. You feel like that, but then follow back with a rebuttal, a positive thing, and don't let them stay there. Like you got this and encourage them, because that can be missing sometimes. And I just want to be an example that, hey, I'm not perfect. I'm gonna make mistakes too, but we're gonna learn together. I'm still learning too. Don't make nobody feel like that I'm in a place where I'm not learning. No, I'm still learning this game too. Just because I played last year, I swear it doesn't mean anything. It just means I'm a little bit more informed and a little bit more prepared and aware. But I still got some growth, and we're gonna grow together.
Good. It's got one for you. What kind of energy do you want that Tiger defense to play with this year?
Kill. I be telling my defense line, defense kill, offense scores, Tigers win.
There you go.
That is my little mantra. We stop it, and the offense come in and score on it. So being aggressive, not being when you say something, you might say, don't be scared. You're going to have a little fear, but this is one of my favorite movies. I can't think of it right now. It's about this boy was a dragon rider, and the dragon, he could hear this dragon's thought. And he was telling his dragon in their thought communication, he was like, I'm not without fear. And the dragon said to him, there can be no courage. Without fear, there can be no courage. Something you got to overcome, and don't be out there, be courageous and hold it down, even if you make mistakes, and just go out here and just be a powerhouse, be unstoppable.
Yeah, I remember. I remember speaking when he said, if you make mistakes, we come up football coach say, I don't care if you don't know where you're going, knock somebody to beep out. That's all. Right. If you forget what you're doing, don't forget to beat somebody in front of you. That's what coach said. I don't care if you don't know where you're going, put somebody in the dirt. Now, if you forget, knock the person right close to you out. That's good enough for me. You ain't got to remember everything, but remember to put somebody in the dirt. That's all we want, what I'm saying? So keep that going. Keep that going. Rook, what right now is exciting you the most about this current roster?
I can say it's more experience on this roster this year. Not just the returning players, because majority of us were first-time football players, tackle. So we got that group that came back, that, hey, we done it, we know what to expect. We got some goals, we got things that we could build on. But I'm talking about, we got some ladies on this roster now that has been playing tackle football or flag football a couple of years under their belt. So they're coming with already an understanding of the game, and I think bringing that knowledge is helpful. And we got some athletes. I call them fast feet. We got some feet, and even the excitement is there. Some of these my new teammates are excited, and I don't take it for granted that I'm part of the returning players that's helping to set that culture and set that expectation. But their vision is there. The roster is, I think, it's a championship team. It's a championship team. That's what it is.
and that's leading up to you already segueing your way to this question. What statement do you want the Tigers to make this year in the AWFL?
Don't sleep. If you sleep, you're gonna see us in your dreams. Don't sleep on us. We coming through. Because I felt like the energy last year, especially like hearing Coach's story about things that he went through before starting the Tigers up, and what led him and the everybody in the organization to be started. Like the underdogs. Because I feel like last year us going to the playoffs, nobody expected that. And I don't really think, to be honest, I always had that mindset like, yeah, we're going to win. But as it started getting closer to it, and we learned that we had a chance, it was like it changed the game. It changed my mentality. And this year it's going to happen again. We're going to be in San Antonio. That's how you say it. Antonio, we're going to be up there.
Rasheeda's chiming in, and Rasheeda has had a lot of great comments. And Rasheeda says herself, she already feels like this is the championship team. I always tell people, anything you do, you must first speak it into existence and then execute to achieve it. If you do not believe it, pretense, you will not go perform in a way that you can achieve that premonition. So if you feel it, you live it, you love it, you breathe it, and you go achieve it. And that's how you start. You start by speaking it first and believing in what you're speaking in. And after that, go out there and get it done. Okay. Got a couple quick more questions, and we're gonna wrap this up. This is about y'all coach. A couple questions about your coach, and then we're gonna go. I got something for you, and then we're gonna be out of here.
Okay.
First thing, what is one thing that Coach Lil Jon always says that sticks with you?
Little things.
Give me one thing that he always says to you. It's something he said to you that you never. It's in your mind all the time. What's that thing?
Little things. That's what he says.
Little things.
It's the little things.
He's right.
He talks about the little things. And what's the percentage? Football is what 10 and 20% mental.
10% physical, 90% mental.
Mental. So those are two big things. But that first thing is it's the little things. It's the little things you got to work on. And sometimes he'll just say that little things. Oh, those are the big things for me that he would say.
Last question about Lil Jon, Coach Lil Jon. If you could describe Coach in one word, what would it be? And tell me why.
Oh, one word and tell me why. I don't know. Let me see. Oh, passionate.
Okay.
Passionate.
Okay.
It takes passion to mess around, be a guy like him, coaching a bunch of women. You gotta love the game. Yeah. You gotta love, because women, we different. I don't care if what they got going on, how they look. We are emotional beings, and to play football all your life with a bunch of brutes and guys, and then to try to coach ladies like us, you got to have some passion. It's passion.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you definitely described why. So that's the truth. Mm-hmm. All right. We got rapid fire questions, and I got my last two, and we out of here. Rapid fire. That means be quick on your feet. Favorite pregame song. Your favorite pregame song.
We ready.
Okay.
We ready. Don't get me started. Yeah.
Okay. You ready? That's on there. Okay. Sack or tackle for loss?
Tackle.
Okay.
Tackle.
Tackle for loss. Okay. Who hits the hardest on the team?
Man, that Berlin, aka Raven. I call him Berlin.
Yeah, I got the.
That dog. I mean, we got some hitters. We got some hitters.
That's little Terminator right there. That's little monster right there.
Berlin, and I call her that. I mean, one game, she had 2 girls, one in crutches and one in a sling.
That was
What?
Detroit. That was Detroit game.
Yeah.
Hey, that was Detroit game. I almost cussed up in the booth. I had to turn the microphone off.
You got the girl standing there talking about this on the crunch, the other girl like this. I said, you know what? That little thing over there.
I call it the killer. Well, I call her the killer. Hey,
That's
so
it.
Rook, what do you say to any women that's watching right now who is thinking about playing football, but is kind of afraid, and they don't know how to start? What you got to say to them, Rook?
As an overthinker, because I am, stop thinking about it and do it. If it's what you want to do it. Check it out. Do your research and do it. Come out and try. And I'll guarantee you, if it's for you, it'll be for you. Come out and try.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like. Tell every Tiger fan right now why they need to come out and watch the Tigers this season.
Because it's going to be rapid fire. It's going to be worth your time. It's going to be some incredible things happen on that field that you don't want to miss. They don't want to miss it, and they get to be a part of a culture that's going to take over this side of this side of the block. That's why, second year team that's probably going to take over the AWFL. That's what I feel. Come on, be a part of it now. Don't be a bandwagoner. Come on through. Come on now.
Don't hop on when we get there.
Yeah.
Ride along with us.
Yeah, come on now.
All right, Rook, the last question. I want you to finish this sentence, okay?
All right.
One pride, one mission means
everybody together is individuals in the same place doing the same thing for the same goal. That's what it means. Coming together for the same cause. I think, yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we get out of here, Rook, I want you to shout out your number. If there's anything else you want to say it to the people. I'll come back to you after that.
All right. Well, my number is number 81. It's a wonderful year. That's my birth year. It's an 80s baby. Yep. D-line. And for everybody who's watching, come join the culture, be a part of it. We are going places and we'd love for you to come with us. Sponsor a Tiger, be a part print creator, help us get there, help us come back, and just anything. Come through and support. That's it.
Y'all heard it from Rook, man. Rook, man, I tell you, I watched Rook from, like you said, from her beginning time. When I finally seen her, the first time I seen her pick up somebody and slam them, I got crunk. I told her, that's what you supposed to do. Yeah, I was crunk. I come after the game, I come on the field and I let them all know what they be doing out there. And Rook, man, I'm happy. I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you. Watching your growth, seeing how you develop on a mental level, and watching that mental development transfer to a physical progress is going to be something great. You are definitely a great pillar of the team when it comes to uplifting and keeping everybody encouraged. So we look forward to seeing you do more on the field this year. I want to say everybody's watching tonight, man. We thank y'all so much. You know what it is, man. It's one pride, one mission. And what that means to me is the pride is the team. The mission is not only to the win, but to be together and come together. You cannot win singly. You cannot win alone. You win by being together to achieve the mission. So one pride, one mission. That's tonight's show. Thank you for joining the 10-5 Touchdown Tigers, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Everybody be blessed. Have a good night. Peace.
Them Tigers, orange, white, and purple. Y'all better take a seat. Carolina Tigers, you know we can't be beat. Hey, say go Tigers. Hey, run up on them, make that play all day. Hey, say go Tigers. Hey, line them up, we'll make them pay. We don't play. Hey, say go Tigers. Hey, hard hits, big plays, that's our way. Hey, say go Tigers. Hey, Carolina Tigers. You know we gon' slay. Stepping in the jungle, that's a death wish. We Tigers on the hunt, coming out the mist. We try to count us out, now we gonna grind. Y'all can move out the way, it's our time to shine. Our claws are out, ain't no holding back. We the new champs here and we're on attack. You want the smoke, well, we're bringing the fire. Wanna feel the heat if that's your desire.